Coach. Thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Giants. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Murray now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Single.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
He's not going to give me. Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And it down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 44.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Stay with your
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are able to... And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he lost the football. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short. And this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
To throw, it's Murray. Gonna look deep for Wilson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but Right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Here we go, here we go. 70, Indy. Here we go. Here we go. Shoot.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, Charlie. Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Get it.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. First down, Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. His throw caught at about the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here we go. Let's go. Yeah. Check back.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Cardinals 7, Giants 6.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and the net turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Out. General West. Ready, go. Ready.
And to give this time to the tailback. Finding room at the 30. As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. On first and 10, it's Sanders. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Roger. Time to go. Night.
Shotgun snap, and then to give to Sanders. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some space here. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And that is caught for the 2 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A good pickup there, 21 yard. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Don't get nervous. Slam. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol.
It's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Pilot, 64, win. You don't want it. No. Off. Ready.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely, he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 18.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Yep. Mike, down.
On first down, it's Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
X3, 218, chop it. Get that quarterback. Watch twitch. Five.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the turnover, here's Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check 52. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Joker, 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 joker.
To throw is Murray. And he completes it to Wilson. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
At the 20-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Hey, check Mike. Mike 6. Mike 6. Mike 6.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
They had enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, yeah. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Touchdown, Giants! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
For conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And an alley to run. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
From the 16, Murray. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And to give this time to the tailback. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
It's 3rd and 11.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. Go. Go. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. 61. Matchbox.
On third down, he'll drop the throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on fourth down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
It's going to be a long day.
They'll drop the throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Giants on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Greystone, travel. Watch twist. Hey, Alpha. Show. 2's the mic. Check. 42's the mic. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Hey, Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well,
the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Murray. And the pressure gets to him again. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Hey, I'm coming.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone...
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
3 down. There we go, Mike 20.
So don't say nothing.
Rush. Check nipple. What?
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Forced out to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about...
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check. Switch.
49, check 49, check 49.
Say. Hey, check 24, watch 24.
Throwing on second and long. Murray. And a completion to Wilson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. Murray to throw on third and one. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. After the sack on 1st down, Murray, now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Giants, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's a disappointing way to lose your first game as they drop to 10-1 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.